No music?
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, very silent.
I was gonna say something, but you should
Yes,
add
yes.
We've got
volume's up
sound,
again by
not
now.
no music.
Yeah.
At least we can see the cute little pug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There it is, sweet little pug. His cute little fedora.
And no music.
And a pug.
Yeah, the most important folks are still not listed. The beard owners.
There we
Oh,
go.
wait, I heard a
We
little
had it for a
something.
second.
Was it three?
There we
There
go.
we go.
There we go.
Wowzers, it's loud.
I always turn the sound down at this point.
I do wonder if my editing software has it built in to type on text like that, like automatically.
I'd love to know how it was done.
Pretty old.
We're back.
Back!
Woot.
So who's front?
Don't want to know.
Alrighty, well, howdy y'all, and welcome back. We are here and we are live. Thank you, Mark Beiser, for becoming a member on YouTube. So, with that, Mark Beiser, I will go ahead and just make the same announcement that I had made on the community tab for the SciStrike channel. Patreon is no longer for SciStrike. It's just not consistent enough. There was different levels. People were, members at different levels, and there just wasn't enough benefit out of it to justify having Patreon, memberships any longer. However, in lieu of that, we do have YouTube memberships, and that's only if you want to. By all means, it's not necessary, of course, but you do get some member-only stickers or emotes or whatever the heck they call them. And for that, I believe I have it's set at one of the lowest options it gives you, which is the $1.99 per month. Obviously not a requirement. Like I said, it's not consistent enough to do anything more than that, or even to do that at all. But if you do feel so inclined, awesome. If not, and you ever did want to go ahead and do like a one-time donation, you can always do like a super chat. But again, that stuff is all not required. Like I said, I'm not super consistent right now with movie night, and I don't feel comfortable having people, pledge memberships of, $5, $10, $15 or more every month with it not being super consistent. So, thank you, Mark Beiser, for becoming our first channel member again. And I appreciate you. So, with that, we do have a lovely group of panel members with us here this evening. Let me see. All right, I got our list up, so we're good to go. All right, so we have a large list of panel members, so let us get right into our introductions. We'll start with Squirrel.
Hello, how are you folks tonight?
Hopefully
they
here.
Stop with the fireworks. That would be freaking brilliant about now. Yay! This is my live stream after my live stream.
Well, we're glad to have you.
On my channel, like way earlier in the day.
Well, we're glad to have you
fun.
here. Yeah,
I have my own Snark Patrol even.
Oh, nice.
So maybe for you, not so much a live stream as an undead stream.
I don't know. Maybe.
That does sound about right. All right, awesome. Well, we're glad you're here with us, Squirrel. We also have Tornado with us tonight.
Howdy, y'all. How's it going?
It's
I'm Tornado Pelt, and I'm drinking Mountain Dew, and I got some Cheez-Its. The last of my Cheez-Its, actually. Aww.
Uh-oh. Can't run out of Cheez-Its.
Yes, I can.
You gotta keep replenishing so you don't ever run out. Well, we also have Mom NATO with us tonight.
Hello, all.
Hello,
How are you?
hello. Doing all right. How are you?
Sleepy, but I'm here.
Yeah,
I get my new
I
glasses
understand that.
sometime next week.
Oh, nice.
Um,
That's exciting.
Or I should say this coming week, which I guess technically it's almost Sunday, so it would be this week, but it's not quite Sunday.
Is there a difference at this point?
Not really. They just said 14 days, and I paid for them on the 1st, so sometime within the next week, they should be here,
Oh.
which is good.
By the by, if I'm not mistaken, you only got about 20 minutes until Sunday. It's as close as makes no difference.
I guess.
It's distinction without a difference, really.
Meh.
That's what you other coasters get.
Meh.
You're 3 hours in the future.
All right. Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here with us as well, Mom NATO.
Thank you.
We also have Bionic Dance with us tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm doing very mostly okay. It's just been a day of working on animated stuff and playing VR. That's about it. I'm looking forward to ripping some idiot a new one tonight.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of that.
And I don't mean anyone on the panel.
Oh, man. I was just saying, and we're going to be watching videos, too.
I watched your trailer. It was actually some good work that day.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
yeah, it was pretty good.
I did put out a few weeks of it. Might even be a month now. The Quinn Redshift trailer. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's this animated project of mine. It's getting really close to done, folks. So, check out that trailer.
We await.
Awesome.
We await.
Yeah, the trailer was really good. I really enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to it. Awesome. Well, we also have... Let's see. There we go. Alrighty, we also have Purple Rhymes with Orange with us this evening.
Nope. No, you don't. The reports of my attendance at this event are completely unfounded. It's a vicious rumor started by my enemies.
Well, it's nice not to have you here with us this evening, then. We are glad that you're here, at least tonight. And we also have RJ with us.
Yes, I am. The Respirator, Ichthyosaurs, and the rocks were there too, and he has turned on the switch for the radiator.
Is that RJ or was that RJ or RoboCop?
I think that was
thinking Stephen
RoboCop.
Hawking, but close enough.
Same idea, yeah.
RoboCop.
I thought he just put his microphone on the opposite side of a box fan.
I don't know if it's why I don't know what they're
Exterminate!
Trouble.
Yeah, you had a little bit of an issue with your roboting there, RJ, but we're glad to have you here with us regardless.
Never robot.
It's a it's really poor evidence that the simulation doesn't exist, so
I know, right?
all
Just
right.
imagine it all breaks down. It all breaks
I
down.
know, right?
Old fashioned.
All right. Well, last but not least, we have Brooke with us this evening.
Hey,
Hello. How are you doing?
I think I'm here. I'm not sure, but all going to depend on if reality is real or not.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're here. I know that doesn't guarantee anything, of course, but
Okay. Physically, I might be here, but mentally, I am
yeah.
dead. I've got training all next week still.
Ugh.
I have for a new program at my job, and I'm just got off my other job, my other part-time job. So
Oh,
I
jeez.
am
Worn out.
days off. Do not.
Oh, I have a question, actually, because if it's not Brooke, who is the least?
Oh, that would be me because I never introduced myself.
Yeah, we see you there. We see you there, Side Strikeling.
Eh.
No, we're all. Didn't you hear? We're all figments of Jordan's imagination. That's what he said.
Right.
We're figments of whose imagination?
Who said that?
Jordan, spirit science?
Oh God!
Oh, I thought you meant Peterson.
No.
So, because he doesn't like what we have to say, we're all figments of his imagination. Interesting.
No, that would be the case regardless of whether he likes what we have to say or not. Because your mind creates your own reality.
Oh,
Well, if that was true, it'd be a
Okay.
lot better looking, have a girlfriend and a spaceship.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
No,
if that was
no, if-
true, I'd be like really rich and living in like a nicer house, and I'd have a car.
Right.
If that were true,
A
I'd
brand
have
new
a fox
car.
that was a wife.
And perpetually 21 years old, right, Mom Nina?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I thought-
Anyway,
21, no,
But
maybe about
I'd
25.
rather-
I
yeah, I
think
was about to say that was the number I was going to say too. 25 sounds so much better than 21.
Well, I was 138 pounds when I was 25, so I worked hard to be 130 pounds.
Oh, see, I was just thinking about how at 21 I was a bit more of a schmuck than at 25.
Yeah, I'd say you need 25 because you need a couple of years to have, a few milestone life experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to have your own place and be living away from home for a couple of years.
Also, mom, it needs to be said, you didn't put on those pounds until you had me.
This is true.
Well, and I mean, it's not
So
just
now you're
like
stuck with them.
some of those milestone moments. I don't want to have to get drunk for the first time again. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well,
Like
okay,
at 25, you kind of know like what the hell you're doing. At 21, you probably puke your guts out a couple of times before you figure out your tolerance.
Right.
Thing is,
you
the
didn't do that
milestone-
until you were 21?
Well, no, not really. But you have to remember, I was kind of like one of the really geeky kids in school that no one invited to parties.
The thing is, the milestone of my first time getting drinking alcohol has never been reached.
Well, we know.
You should fix that.
No, I will not fix that, and you cannot make me.
Nobody said I was going to try and make you. I just said you should.
I
All
will
right.
not.
Well, we're going to move on. I think we should bring up our wheel and see what we've got going on here.
But Side Strikeling, we haven't gone over what everybody's drinking. I'm having fruit punch sparkling ice.
Close
What else
enough.
does everybody for their hard? Who has the
Nice
hard stuff?
attempts at
Oh.
stalling.
Does
I have
weed count as hard
sparkling
stuff?
ice water with caffeine.
Oh
Like,
my
seriously?
goodness.
Oh, by the way, Monado, I've tried that stuff. It should have dawned on me before I bought it that it was going to be like sugarless, but oh my gosh, it has that nasty artificial sweetener flavor.
There's
I just can't
no-
stand it.
There is no artificial sweetener in it.
Vomitization, I must say.
Oh,
There is
Side
no
Strike.
sweetener in it.
Yes.
Side Strike, I have a question for you.
It
How
tastes
could you
nasty,
even-
whatever's in it.
My question is, how could you even possibly think of accusing me
Uh-huh.
of stalling? I would never try such a thing. I am appalled and I demand an apology right now.
Sorry, who are you again?
And it's definitely not me stalling by having fake outrage either to avoid the pain.
Right.
Apparently, I'm the one with the hard stuff. The 75-year-old Scotch that just exists. It exists
Okay.
only in my imagination.
All right. Well,
It
let's.
looks kind of interesting tonight, so let's get on with
Yeah,
the
let's-
strange
let's-
dinos on UFOs.
Oh, medium dinos.
Hey,
Medium
there was
strange
a cartoon
dinos.
show called Dinosaurs. I never watched it, but seriously.
Hey,
That was a
Yep,
good show.
I saw some of
that
that.
show was hot garbage,
Okay.
even by movie night standards.
Oh man.
I never saw it.
Animal Saucers was awesome. That was my shit as a kid, or at least one of the shows that I loved. So
I'm
actually,
trying to remember it, and all I can picture is Dino Riders.
Mm.
Yeah,
when they
Dino Riders,
devolved
they were-
into their ancestral forms, the
Oh,
art style and the
right.
animation for them was actually pretty good. They
Oh
looked
my
good as
goodness.
regular dinosaurs.
All right. Well, what do you guys think? Should we go ahead and move on?
No.
I guess.
As
Yes.
you can see, we've got medium strange dinos on UFOs, or medium strange UFOs on dinos, whichever you prefer. They could
Or
be
medium
mounted.
UFOs
Dinos
on
on
strange
UFOs.
dinos.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, let us go ahead and spin the
This is
wheel,
probably
Tornado. Would you like to do the
Wheel of
incantation?
misfortune, turn, turn, turn. Show us the stupid that we should burn. Spin it.
I kind of like medium dinos on strange UFOs.
What the
It's
hell?
not spinning.
I hit the wrong
It's
button.
Blink.
Spin it again.
Okay,
Right.
Spin it.
Spin it.
There we go.
But Mom NATO's strange UFOs implies there are normal UFOs.
It depends upon the shape. You know? Triangular
Wow,
UFOs
it
would be
does
rather
not
strange.
wanna
Oh,
Strange.
Well, almost anything. If
Okay.
you don't know what it is, anything that flies is a UFO by definition.
That's true.
Exactly.
I suspect I'm going to be severely disappointed that we're not talking about Doctor Strange here.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
you should not get your hopes up on that. That's
Please don't
correct.
delete.
I
I'm with
know at
Purple
least
on this.
one on the wheel is mine. I don't think it's this.
I had
I don't remember
one
whose
on
is
the wheel,
whose.
I think,
and
and
no
I
Harvey,
don't know.
That's Lord Crocusquirrel, not Lord Strange.
All right, I'm getting
We're
our
not-
lovely
I'm not for
video
sure
brought
which.
up here.
Okay, I can't figure out how a crocodile and a squirrel mated, so I'm going to assume this is the report of it. This is the result of a transporter accident.
Probably.
Or possibly
You can
just
assume- you
some
can
like
assume it's fine.
geneticist with an overabundance of enthusiasm.
What's with the Hellboy little? What's with the little Hellboy river on the stump?
I don't know.
I think it just looks sort of Celtic-y.
It's carbid. That's what it is.
All right. Well, this one is called Strangest Things I've Ever Seen. Excuse me, Strangest Thing I Ever Saw. Excuse me, I had to read it correctly as it was written. All right.
So just one thing.
Just one thing, apparently. According to the title, Strangest Thing, not things. So,
Well, we don't know how close the runner-up was. This may be the strangest thing they ever saw, and then there's this traffic jam of almost as strange things.
right. That could be. All right, well, let's take a look and see what the strangest thing he ever saw was.
I hope it's not this stump. Where's that
It's
rock?
not a stump. It's a rock.
You know, I'm digging through some shots of tendinopsis, and I came
Oh,
across
no.
this. I
Oh
haven't
God,
seen
it's
it in years.
Roger.
Drink.
Somebody sent me this. I don't know who.
Yes, Tornado.
Okay, Mud Fossil University.
Mhm.
Fucking hell. Also, that's a carving of a log. It's perfectly. It's man-made. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Yeah.
No need to choke about it.
Dude, I'm the one smoking weed. What's up
Yeah,
with
right.
you coughing?
Some saliva almost went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, it's usually not
Well,
supposed
if
to go
you
in
keep
the lungs.
practicing, you'll get it right eventually.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Also, yeah, that's carved. That's carved,
Yes.
and it's man-made.
We also have Squirrel with
There
the
is
hand
Mud
up.
Fossil University.
All right. Yes. First off, this is obviously just art. And two, whoever it is that sent him this, terrible camera work, people. Come on, have a little pride in your work. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think
Are
they're.
you sure it's
And of
not
course-
satanic
And here's a
termites?
prediction for you. Here's a
It could be
prediction for you,
RJ.
Since I'm still borrowing the floor here, he's going to take the blurriest bits of footage that he can and try and make some sort of mockery of it. Kind of like whatever the hell it was with the happy pig demon on the side on the side of the aircraft.
Well, it is interesting, isn't it, just how many of these supernatural phenomena just happen to be caught when the camera's all blurry, when the focus
course.
is not quite right.
Squirrel.
But this guy's can't bet whoever is sent this in, or whether or even maybe he took it. Just this camera work is garbage.
Squirrel. I think there's a much simpler explanation. This is being recorded on a camera, which is being held up to his monitor.
Exactly.
One would certainly hope not, because he can make all sorts of inferences based on that too. But yeah, no, this is decidedly human made.
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, I can't imagine I am having a hard time imagining how that rock would even be separated out like that to begin with. Unless, of course, it was intentionally cut and left there.
Well, let's take a look.
That rock looks machined.
Let's take a look and see what he says about this lovely thing here.
Yeah, maybe he explains.
Yeah.
I think the implication was that was cut open, and this pattern was already inside it when it was cut open.
He probably thinks that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark on this one, and just knowing what I know of Roger, he's gonna say that that's a giant cell, and all that stuff in there is all like the mitochondria and RNA and whatever else goes in there, freaking cell. I don't know. I have not seen this. That is my guess, just based on what I know of this.
I was guessing he was going to claim those are all blood vessels.
I don't know.
I wonder if he'll think it's some sort of funky geode.
Actually, what that is probably a fossilized tree.
Yeah, it could be.
Either way, it's definitely
Those
not.
lines are the rings, growth rings.
Maybe.
Not quite, because they don't really make rings around the circle. They seem to
those,
kind of make smaller loops inside.
that's a
Yeah, it
carving.
looks like
They don't
an
even look
old.
quite so loopy like
It's
that.
very
either.
unnatural.
Yeah, it's not going to be petrified wood.
Yeah.
Because you would see growth rings almost all the way out, and
Well, we
the
can't
surface is
see-
too variegated to be bark.
We can't see the whole thing.
Yeah, I wish
We're
we
only
had a
seeing,
source for the original image.
Actually, if you scoot
side
back a little bit, you'll actually see you'll actually see the end of this chunk of rock screen right.
Yeah. I'm guessing it looks almost like what you expect to find with runes, like how they're called in there, and that's just maybe
it's got
some
that kind
map
of Celtic
something.
thing going on.
Yeah, that's what I got a
Which is
feeling.
exactly what somebody said.
And that could be like a map of something where to
somebody
plan
needs
or
a good
whatever.
panning in there.
Yeah, we were working on it already.
Also, someone said something about it being a funky what now?
Geode.
Well, guess what, Kate? We can be definitely 100% sure it's not a funky cold Medina.
Waka.
Does anybody else hear geode whenever they hear the word geode?
When you said geode, my mind, I'm gonna show my nerdiness here.
Okay, Mark Beiser is
Cut that open and then carve that shit in there.
Mark Beiser is predicting he's going to claim it's a giant's penis.
Oh, please, I
God.
hope not. Actually, I kind of hope so, but I also hope not.
Right.
I'll say this: when you guys
Honestly,
say geode, I think geodude.
That's just Mark for you.
No, my
Moving
reference is Big Bang Theory. Every time I hear it, I can't help it. Oh dear. All right, well, let's continue on and see what he's got to say about this lovely.
Well, I got my hand up.
Oh, RJ, you have your hand up. Sorry, I didn't see you.
I just wanted to know if this was actually located at the border between North and South Korea. Would these be runes DMZ?
Oh dear.
I get it.
Hey RJ, next time you come over this side to visit, we'll go out on Friday night down into Seattle, the downtown militarized zone. You'll have fun with that.
All right, let's continue on. Here we go.
Where it's from. And most of the times when I get stuff, people say, don't use my name. I don't want anybody to know where this is. What do you think it is? That type of thing. Because people, you know how people are. Anyway, this...
Yes, Squirrel.
You can now see where the edges of this object. You can actually now see large parts of the edges of this object. That is not a tree.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, it looks like it was somewhat chipped away on. Because this section here on the left is actually smaller in diameter than the one on the right.
No, I don't know if the diameter's different or if it's just the camera angle on that.
It could be the camera angle, but it doesn't. But it seems to me like that's actually going to be smaller. You can see where it slopes in towards the exposed surface.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to tell with that angle exactly, but yeah.
So I guess my question is, did someone just have a whole lot of time on their hands, or what?
That
It was a
would be my guess.
CNC machine.
I mean, I'm guessing it was probably some ancient religious thing that someone carved. I don't know.
Quite possibly. I would not be actually. That would not surprise me.
I mean, like when I first saw it, my first thought was it looked vaguely Celtic.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
that's
druidic,
what I thought.
druidic item.
Altar, like it
I'm gonna
almost
go
looks
bot
like
hunting.
what you would see like with the like with like you say with the Celts and like a lot of their religious ceremonies. That's something that possibly could be from.
Oh, as he's moved the camera, it looks like a maze.
Okay.
That's a design that's often seen in medieval structures. This kind of squiggly maze
Right.
structure that you find in some churches. It does a lot of things. Either that or ancient space aliens traveled trillions of light years from far away to carefully put imagery inside of a rock that would be broken open many, many, many millions of years later.
Perfectly smoothly, no less.
If it is a maze, and you get to the center of it and defeat the Goblin King, do you get your brother back?
Oh dear. RJ, I suspect it's the same ones that took the Sasquatches.
Yeah.
Okay, credit
You
for
still
Darren
have
Marsh,
not had
who is
closure on that.
Yeah.
Darren Marsh has found the original image on Derivant Water Art Project.
Mm.
And I just Googled that, and yeah, I found that exact image coming up.
And what are they claiming it is?
A piece of art.
A piece of artwork.
Oh.
Gee,
Oh,
who
dear.
Do they get any
Yes.
more specific than that?
Somebody cut the rock open and then did all the carving.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like they don't find, there's this meaning to it. This is part of some ancient nearby people legend thing. I mean,
Well, that's what I was looking for, but the description of it doesn't really say much, other than that it's public domain, so it's free for anyone to use.
They aren't
Does it give a
hyping it up, they're
location?
just treating it as like art.
like no location given.
I don't
Well, for all we know, this
know.
is someone's 3D art project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking
I
for
am
the-
starting to think it was just the split stone, and that the design is computer enhanced over it.
Right.
Could be anything at this point, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I don't
it
think
couldn't be
they
a
were actually
suspension
Christian.
bridge.
Anyway, let's see what he thinks it is, because I'm sure he doesn't.
Ineffectual suspension.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sure he didn't do
Randall's
any.
done sculptures, so it wouldn't
Okay,
surprise me if this was more of his work.
Strike
Especially
lane?
since I see his
Yes.
Harry actually had a fairly good suggestion in there.
Mm.
Setting the chat to subscribers only. That should cut down on the bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't want to deter new people. If anybody does show up, I wouldn't want to deter
Right.
anybody with that.
Do you mean like
how else will we
subscribers
learn
as in
about the
people
clowns?
subscribe to the channel, or do you mean like people who paid to be members?
No,
'Cause it's
just
People
followers.
who have been subscribed longer than actually click the red button and sat
Yeah.
there for 5 minutes.
Well, that seems reasonable enough. but-
Yeah, I don't like doing that though, because it's if new people come in and they can't chat, it deters them.
Yeah, I think as long as you got enough people who have wrenches to play Bop the Bots, it's okay.
Yeah, I think we have quite a few wrenches, so I think we should be
I
good.
guess Some
It's
of the
zero
bots
water
are
in the
actually a
Lake
little
District
bit
in
funny too.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
Let's get moving on this.
Indeed. Let us
Our
continue
Stalling
on.
is failed.
All right, here we go.
At first, I thought it was another tendonitis, and then I looked at it close, and I'm looking at those patterns. This like little weave like this here, and how
He's using a feather for a pointer. Why is he
I was
using the
right.
end of a
I was
feather?
right. I called it.
All
I
right,
called it.
Like ballpoint
What would you
pens that
use?
have
Lipstick?
those too.
Ugh, but
I called it
why?
squirrel.
Ah,
I mean,
all
that's just how he
right.
does all his videos. He records his computer screen and him pointing.
The other
Alright.
squirrel suggested it was shoddy camera work, and I called it as, "Hey, this guy's probably got it on his computer and he's filming it."
Mm-hmm.
It's still shoddy camera work.
True.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Tornado, you had your hand up still?
Yes, I was gonna tell Squirrel about that. So yeah, let's listen to what he has to say about this. I'll call drink when he says it. I promise.
All right. Let's continue on.
Elegant this is. I don't think anybody did this. And how did it get cut so straight across? I find a lot of things get cut. They just split apart because of the seam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
squirrel.
the side chat is really on this one. We've got a lot more information. It's called the 100-Year-Old Stone, carved by Peter Randall Page in 1995. So thanks to Harry Warp for the info.
Well, thank you, Harry and Darren. You guys are awesome.
By the way, I know how he got it that smooth. It's called sandpaper.
Darren Marsh says he Googled carved split rock. It's in the images.
And I mean, if it had split naturally that cleanly, I'd
Yeah.
be shocked. Wouldn't it be like cracked all over the place?
Not necessarily. Depends on how it was done. But you could use actually a stream of water to cut that to cut it like that. It would not be that hard.
Or a
Water
laser.
jet.
No, but I mean, I guess, the water would cut it that cleanly, though. That like
Yeah, it would.
That
Well,
flat?
not a natural
They cut
flow of water
steel.
ones.
They cut steel with high pressure water,
Yeah.
Right.
and it cuts nice. It cuts nice and smooth
Well-
every time.
Yeah, I
But-
think
but-
Kate
but
was
now we're
meaning like a
still
natural
talking about-
process.
It doesn't seem like something that would happen while it's sitting in that river, though.
They may have been moved and then taken back. We don't know.
Well, I mean, but what I'm
They
saying is,
got-
Spanky here clearly
Ah.
thinks that it was
Right.
done by
Right, like-
probably fucking ancient aliens or something. I don't know. And
Yeah, he trying to think of why, what would make him think that would be so perfectly cut if it
There's
just
100
happened.
reasons- There's 100 ways for it to be cut that well.
Right.
We don't even know if those are two pieces of the same fucking rock, if we're being honest. But sculptors like this, they have all kinds of fun ways to do this shit. And power tools, if you're gonna do something like that, you take them with you. And a generator. There's
Right.
ways to do that. It's the same way they would polish out a mirror for a telescope. There's no difference in the procedure.
And we also don't know if this
Yeah.
is a natural rock or not.
Well,
I think it's safe to say it is actually natural rock.
Yeah, well, and regardless of the procedure, I think we can safely say that it involved technology to cut it. It was not
Yeah.
a natural process.
Right.
That was a person that did that.
Harry Warp said the stone is from Barrowdale. It's been moved.
Okay.
okay.
which
I
case it
wonder,
was
like the
double
guy who
bonding.
did it, whatever his name was, we said it earlier. Yeah, I'm assuming he got paid for this.
He may have just done it for a show. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it was just something an artist did, hoping somebody would like it and recognize his art.
Right. Well, let's go over to Brooke with the hand up.
Yeah, yeah, that is pretty smooth, but then again, we do have older runes that have been carved into stones that they aren't like perfectly flat like that, but you can, even back in the old times, this was an older stone, could easily cut that in half. I mean, probably not easily, but, and still get it pretty smooth.
Yeah, well, as Darren Marsh mentioned, a rope saw could make a cut like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd take you a hell of a long time to get through something
Which
like
is
that, but it
how,
could be done.
Yeah, which is
Right.
how a lot of the old runes were, stones were cut to cut into make runes and that with their chisels.
Harry Warp
Apparently
has
it's a
given us
piece of
more info.
andesite, which is fun.
Well, let's continue on here and see what else he's got to say about this lovely stone.
Themes. Now, Is that the case here? Boy, I'll tell you, this thing is one of the most unusual I've ever seen. And but the only thing I can see that it looks like is a mitochondria. I'm not kidding you.
Drink!
Called it. Called it.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yes, tornado.
No, it is not a mitochondria. That is a man-made object.
It's a midi-chlorian.
Oh my goodness.
Not only is it man-made, but it was made by an artist. Oh my God, Mr. Mud Fossil University, your pareidolia strikes again.
Yeah.
Much like how this stone is not a mitochondrion, that giant cave was not a stone giant's hoo-ha.
Okay, I don't know that we need to go there.
Oh, that was
no,
the video I submitted.
That
Long
may
time
well be
ago.
the angriest instance of someone saying hoo-ha I've ever heard.
Right.
Yeah. Tornado is actually just referring to one of his other videos where he did
Yeah.
claim
Yes.
the cave was a giant
It's true.
vagina.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah.
We also have Brooke with the hand up.
All I want to say is, called it. And no, that rock is not the powerhouse of the cell.
Right. Oh dear. Squirrel.
Okay, so mitochondria. This cannot be the largest cell. The largest single cell that can that exists is an ostrich egg. Okay, and mitochondria and that are going to be pretty thin.
Yeah.
But
They're not
squirrel,
going to be anywhere near the size of a chunk of rock. Looks like it probably weighs the better part of a ton.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Just a question. How big would a
Yes.
cell need to be for that to be an accurately sized mitochondrion?
About half the size of Earth.
Really?
Yeah, mitochondria aren't very big even in a standard eukaryotic cell. It would have to be a very large rock,
Right.
large enough to actually be able. If you could put it out there away from most anything else, it would actually have its own gravitational field. Not a very big one, but still.
Righty. Let's go over
You
to.
could probably get the rock down to the size. You could probably get the size of that down to, I don't know, about the size of Phobos.
All right. Well, let's go over to Brooke.
It'd be huge.
yeah, I just gotta correct squirrel on. So I mean, I know he's right on probably all that other stuff, I'm sure, but this is Roger. Roger believes that all stones are remnants of giants. Like he has one where he claims like a mountain range is actually like a dragon. Like
Roger
it's
can get bent. He's
Oh,
wrong.
I agree.
Oh,
He's
so-
an idiot, but you got to remember this is him. So according to him, this is a giant's mitochondria,
So
and all of it turned to
tell me that like Gibraltar is a giant dropping.
probably
Every single rock he sees, he believes is a fossil of what was once a living creature.
yeah.
Yeah, Cyro, that is absolutely correct. Between 0.75 and 3 micrometers, depending on the size of the original cell.
Well, let's see what else he's got to say about it. We'll get a little bit more of our video through here.
Mitochondria, which is in us, you can't even see it hardly with a electron microscope.
Like a potato.
All right, this is as close as I can get to seeing anything that even looks close. Now, if you broke this right across, and you see how they are seamed, that could just break totally right on that seam. What would you see looking this way and that way? I don't know.
It doesn't look like that, Drink.
Yes, Brooke.
Just he's not even wrong. He's just like, oh my
Doesn't
god.
even know where wrong starts.
Yeah, like where do you even begin with this one? And Purple,
Right.
I need your address. I'm sending you my Tylenol and aspirin bill
Yes,
because you're the
please.
one who submitted this.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I
I
did not
did
send
not.
this one.
I thought that was you who sent it.
Nope, I didn't send any of the ones this week.
Oh, well, this one's definitely not mine.
But yeah, as far as
No.
the aspirin bill, I'm in trouble there myself because I was on the shills earlier tonight, and I've used up all my ibuprofen for the rest of the month.
So how
No,
long is
no.
this rat bastarding
This
video
is,
anyway?
No, this is from you, Purple. This was sent in on the 6th of May.
6:52, 6 minutes 52 seconds.
Oh, alright.
Not too
So
terrible.
We're less than a minute in. This is gonna be even more stupid.
We're over a
Mark
minute. We're at a
Weiser
minute and
says-
20.
Okay.
Mark Weiser says if that was the giant's mitochondria, the giant was planet size.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he'd go,
that
yeah.
giant would be able to eat Earth for breakfast. That
Yeah.
giant would be the size of Unicron.
Where do you think Mercury came from, huh?
Well,
Oh my goodness.
didn't he at one point claim that the Devil's Tower in Nevada was actually a giant's foot?
Or Wyoming?
I
Oh,
thought it was a giant's flat top haircut.
I mean, I don't know
Well,
what
most
always
of them say
says.
it's a tree stump, but I thought he said it was somebody's foot.
Yeah, he makes the whole giant tree things, like plateaus or giant trees, remnants of giant trees. He makes them look sane. That's who Roger is, and that's saying something.
I just know the Devil's Tower is important. It means something.
Yeah.
I think he
Yes,
has
it
a bunch of
looks just like a
religion.
garbage can that's covered over with mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I think it says everything we need to know that somebody sent Roger this picture and he's convinced that this was a life form, as opposed to the side chat here in less than 2 minutes has found us all the information on what this is and who carved it.
Right.
That shows the level of
Which
his
means
research.
he doesn't do research.
Exactly.
That mean we're done here?
And if
We're
you
done
don't
with
do
this
research, it's amazing how amazing the world will be. A place of mystery.
Yeah.
Oh, he
dear.
doesn't do research because he claims that it's all a hoax and all these people are paid off and he's smarter than all of them and knows what really is going on.
one? Okay. I will return momentarily. I feel a migraine coming. I'll be
Alrighty.
back.
Michael Gallagher also makes an excellent point that large animals have cells that are no larger than small animals. And he's right. The individual blood cells of a squirrel are the same size as the blood cells of an elephant.
Wait. I don't have blood cells of the same size as small animals. Small animals are much larger than my blood cells.
No, it's that there's no
Made of
difference in the actual size.
lesser-
It's actual size of the blood cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
got it.
I was kidding.
The bad joke.
Kate is trying to deny that she has squirrels running through her veins.
Yeah.
Oh, stop that. I see squirrels everywhere. I have ADHD.
None of my minions are running.
Let's call
through
them
me.
space squirrels, and
Rules
that was
about that.
plausible.
Yes.
Like, want to keep living.
Well, let's go over to Tornado. You still had your hand up. Did you have something else to add?
Yeah, just the sheer fact that in less than 2 minutes, the side chat manages to dig up all the information, not just on where the rock is, but what it was, how big it was, and who carved it.
Yeah.
That should tell you something, Roger. You just literally pulled the conclusion that this was a mitochondria out of your ass.
Yeah.
What
pretty
you've
much.
done here is flagrantly lied, Roger. You are a liar.
Yeah.
Or just
we
an
also-
idiot.
Yeah.
I'm charitable.
I would be okay
No.
with idiot.
No, he's a liar. He could have done this for himself. Easily.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go over to Bionic
Lazy
Dance.
as well as stupid.
Yeah, well, as stupid as Roger's point is, it did get me wondering about something. Like, these cells here, I've only ever seen them lengthwise like that. If you could tip them 90 degrees so you could see them, like, lengthwise on the
I don't
blood
think
end.
those are cells. I think those are bacteria
Oh,
or something.
okay,
And so
whatever.
if
Point
it's
being-
they don't have mitochondria at all.
But not important. I'm wondering what they would look like if you could flip them 90 degrees so you could look at them end on.
I think mitochondria are
Are you
fairly
debating how much of an idiot this guy is?
I mean, how flat are they? Anyone?
kind of
don't know.
glow. in the cell.
I don't know. It's just that whenever I see imagery of single cell, microscopic, whatever they happen to be, they always seem to be, flat like that. Like you
Right.
never see anything edge on. And I got to wondering just now: is everything flat, or is it just like they happen to slosh that way because of how they're configured?
Actually, your average boogly like that, they tend to be rounded entirely. So they're going to look the same from pretty much any angle you want to photo them.
Oh, okay.
Normally,
And that's because that's just because that's the way they come together for hydrostatic equilibrium.
So like blood cells are sort of an exception then, being all plate shaped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blood cells, and actually part of that because when they first start to exist, they're rounded. They kick the nucleus out. The nucleus gets kicked out, and that's why you've got that depressed plate-looking thing. And it's actually they're still symmetrical, top to bottom.
The nucleus didn't want to be in their cell anyway.
Obviously, but here's a fun one for you: birds. As in, dinosaurs to birds and that kind of thing, they all have nucleated blood cells. We don't.
Does that mean that you could theoretically stick an axle through 2 blood cells and use it as a wheel?
And use it as a pair of wheels? Yes, you could theoretically. You wouldn't want to because it would destroy them. But
Also, back to the video.
Yes.
I'm fairly certain that thing with the green things that he's referring to is not actually any kind of medical scan or anything. I think that may be a computer-generated image.
It's quite possible.
Sort of a little bit look like one of those Sankara stones from Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom.
An electron microscope.
Yeah. It could be. But let's see what else he's got to say. I'm sure he's going to get more shit wrong. So let's take a look.
We'll have the bibliography at the end, right?
Wait,
yeah.
Hold it.
Yes.
Look at the headline under there. Researchers find an animal without mitochondria.
Uh-huh.
Those aren't mitochondria. Those are critters without them.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, well let's continue on here.
Mind you,
I really don't know. At this point, I do not know.
That's the one true thing.
But that's the only thing I can see. He's even close to that.
Not a cucumber.
But can we just I hate to pause it so quickly, but can we just talk about for a moment that he took this time to Google mitochondria, but he couldn't Google this rock to find out more information.
When it took 2 minutes.
You spent the time to look for mitochondria, but you couldn't spend that time to just look up the damn rock?
It tells me that he already came to his conclusion before making the speech.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Alright, here we go.
Whatever it was. And again, they do have straight across seams. And that's the way these things break. And that broke exactly straight across.
Wait, what break?
Yes, Bionic Dance.
Did he just say that he's taken those microscopic things and break them apart, or did I miss something?
He's saying that the rock was split in such a way that it was broken at the seam, which he was pointing to in the mitochondria.
But he said that he personally has taken them and broken them apart.
No, I don't think so.
How about we swing back about 10 feet?
Yeah.
That's what I swear that's what I heard, but okay.
Whatever it was. And again, they do have straight across seams. And that's the way these things break. And that broke exactly straight across.
That broke exactly straight across.
Oh, that! It sounded like
yeah,
okay.
I see what you're...
That sounded what it sounded like to me on the second listen, too. But
yeah, no, it was... And that broke. Or, that's where it broke, or... Yeah.
Well, if we're being completely honest, he's not even looking at a fucking mitochondria. He's looking at a picture that he thinks is a mitochondria, and I don't see the seam he's talking about.
Yeah.
Whatever that is on the left looks like a really fatty steak.
That would I'm not sure,
Muscle
That might
tissue.
actually be smooth muscle tissue.
Yes.
So it
Indeed.
is a really fatty steak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Technically, yeah.
You look really tiny
no, that's
close.
cardiac
You'll be able to
muscle.
see a little submarine going around with Raquel Welch in it.
Yeah.
No, it says here that that's cardiac muscle.
Yes.
Well, I was wondering about the right-hand image, which looks like, a hilly area that's flooded and has a lot of little pine trees.
Yeah.
Actually, what that looks like is bad video game texture.
Or like a model for miniatures or like a train set or something.
Right. All right. Well, let's continue on here.
Okay, so you think that mitochondria was very large. Well, guess what? This is heart muscle, as far as I can
No,
determine.
it's not.
And
No,
this
it's
is what
not.
Yes, every bit of
muscle
heart
does not
muscle
have
has trees. Oh, for crying out loud.
heart muscle looks
Heart
like in the
muscle.
mi-
So mine might, but
It does have
Microscope.
trees, doesn't it?
So these are a little bigger. These are trees. This looks like
Yes.
fake. It's not. I'm not exactly sure where this is, to be perfectly honest, and somebody might be able to illuminate me
Hold on,
on
so I'm
this.
gonna do some
But I get,
research on
again,
this.
I get all
Alright.
kinds of things from people.
Yeah, squirrel.
Okay, that is not a place. That is that doesn't appear to be a place of any kind, except perhaps in a video game or or some sort of short animation of an alien world.
Yeah.
We don't actually. There is no. That is not heart muscle. Heart muscle on the left. I'll give you that. It even says so on the thing. Heart muscle. It's not heart muscle on the right. That's nothing even remotely close.
No.
I have no idea where that might be,
Yeah.
and I don't believe it's actually anywhere.
Probably not.
I'm pulling up some Google image search right now. So let's see what happens. Uploading file. Doesn't say they have other sizes of this image, but other possible related search: unbelievable, uncommon, unbelievable again, and real beautiful places. So I don't know.
I don't know any place where the
Actually, no, wait, here it is the Painted Dunes.
It's what?
Painted Dunes, I guess.
Aha.
me
I
look
don't
at
know.
Yeah, that's the Painted Dunes. I
There
can
we go.
see it. I see it right there. Mount Lassen. The
Aha.
painted sand dunes of Lassen Volcanic National Park.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that as read.
Well,
Completely. agree with
I was definitely already convinced it wasn't heart muscle, but I'm glad to know where
Link
it came
is in
from.
the side chat. Link is in the green room, and I'm gonna put the link in the side chat as well.
Alrighty.
that. Look. Oh yeah. No.
So it is an
Wow.
actual place.
Yeah, that was pretty easy enough to find too.
So
Yeah.
Why are these sections here pink? I want to know that.
My guess is that this was taken like early morning or early
Well,
afternoon.
no, it doesn't appear to. I think that they're called the Painted Dunes because they're such a funky color. It probably has something to do with the fact that it's a volcanic region.
Well, all of the quote unquote painted regions I'm seeing in the picture in this other picture, the one that Tornado put in the green room, that's all reddish rock. Iron rich.
Okay.
It's
Hell,
not pink.
hold on. I think I found the exact area this image. Yeah, I found it. I found the exact area. Like, guys, take a look. I'm sending you guys a new link in the green room. Take a look at that image and compare it with the right image on Mud Fossil University's computer.
It looks
Like-
pretty good.
That is
It's a different
exact.
camera angle, but I'm still not seeing pink.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I
could be a
think
lighting issue.
He is probably still recording off of his own screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing pink splotches there.
Yeah.
You know what? I take your word for it. Men
If you
don't
crank the
somehow or another,
saturation up on
men
that
are
image
not
a bit.
as-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see why it's called Painted Dunes.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a real place. It looks like a watercolor.
I
Yeah.
found it. I found the exact image, actually. I
Cool.
was just scrolling through it. I found the exact image.
More links.
You know, this shows
Yeah,
how
I mean, we got
bad
it
he
pretty
is
good
at
anyway, but-
conspiracies.
Yeah.
You know,
I
if
think-
people who had no idea what the subject was are able to debunk him in real time like this.
Right.
I mean,
There
I
we
wonder,
go.
like, he
Yeah.
probably just really wants to believe it. I mean, I remember as a kid growing up in the era of Lucas and Spielberg, really wishing some of the cool stuff that happens in those movies would happen in real life. You know, the supernatural crap. But, you know, so I can imagine wanting that, especially if your life is pretty humdrum and
Yeah.
whatever. I imagine this
And
guy
he's
has way too
probably
much
pretty
time
hot.
on his hands, you know?
Yeah.
Yep,
Probably.
Somebody got into Photoshop, I think, and actually adjusted the lighting in there
Yeah.
for that right hand image. But yeah, this image Tornado's got, looks like the real deal.
It would be
Indeed.
very easy to do that in Photoshop.
Yeah,
I could do it
right.
in like 2-3
I think
minutes.
you're right. They adjusted the lighting and contrast a bit, but
Yeah.
otherwise it's a real image.
Yeah, they adjusted it, and that would mean he's dishonest. He's making it appear to look. He's making it look like what he wants it to look like.
Well, I'm not sure
Yeah,
that he is. I
heart
think he might have
muscle.
taken
It's
that.
not.
I think he might have taken it from somebody. I don't think he did the editing, but I think he's just an
Final
idiot.
image, even better.
Well, it's
Taking
like
pictures that
I'm new to this Roger guy, but it sounds like everything he does is one of his viewers sends him something. And
Right.
he goes, ooh, spooky or whatever, and
Yeah.
just talks about it.
Seems like it.
So,
We
I
also
mean, he just sort of took it for granted, didn't he?
have
Less than 2 minutes of video footage. He's doing it wrong.
all right. Well, we also have Mom NATO with the hand up. We'll go over there.
So I'm kind of confused. Didn't he actually say at one point that the right image was heart muscle?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
With trees.
Right. So, okay. I just wanted to clarify that I had heard that right because, my God, anybody looking at that could see that that's not heart muscle.
Heart
Right.
muscle does not include
Or if
trees.
it is,
I
it
mean,
has some
Right.
seriously, like, horrible tumor thing going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Well, let's
If anything, it looks like a smoker's lung.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's continue on here.
They don't want to say where it's from or what. I don't know. You know, that's just the way people are.
We found
Trust
it.
me, everything there is
Drink.
was biological. And at one time,
Yes, Tornado.
We know exactly where that is. That is the Painted Dunes of Mount Lassen National Park.
Asked and answered.
Yeah.
You cannot say that no one knows where this is taken. Asked and answered, bitch.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's continue on.
He's been
it
debunked in real
was
time.
enormous. Let me show you what I think might have been blood cells. Remember, transition metals and colors are very, very vibrant in blood cells. All right, these are what blood cells look like. Some of them are cupped in, and some of them seem to be bubbled out a little bit, and there's all kinds of
Frank?
crazy looking.
Frank,
Yes, Tornado.
What you are seeing there is a shot of leukocytes, erythrocytes, and platelets. Leukocytes, those are the white blood cells that look all puffed out. Erythrocytes, which are those red blood cells there. And platelets. That's what those are.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
So, Tornado, what you're saying is he just finds something that he wants what it kind of looks like and then just claims it's something completely different than what it actually is?
Pretty much.
No! Also, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are cells at work. Anyone get that reference?
No.
I want to say Osmosis Jones, but I don't think that's right.
No, that's actually a real anime. Cells at work. Osmosis Jones, but real anime.
Well, let's go over to Bionic Dance, who has the hand up next.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a very serious comment. It's just that every time I see, like, blood cells, I keep wanting donuts.
Yeah.
Just have that sort of donut-y shape. Or maybe breakfast cereal, I don't know, or Frisbees. It's just, yeah. Like, ever since I was a kid, and the first time I saw one, I was like, oh my gosh, that just looks edible.
They're
Yeah, just really
UFOs.
tiny.
Haven't you ever seen the Quist serial?
Well, it was a long time ago.
That's exactly the shape.
Oh,
And we'll also go over to Squirrel.
it'd be a lozenge.
Okay, that one there that's actually puffed out. That is a that is a standard issue red blood cell that has been that's actually still floating. So there's pressure upwards on the inside of it there. It's not. We're not talking about all kinds of. We're not talking about the little red blood cell there that's puffed out. It's just deformed by fluid pressure.
Lub dub.
Yeah. Well, we should, I think, continue on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we
No.
gotta get to the
Definitely
science.
should.
All right. Let's anyway.
Things in your blood. I mean, it's just a zoo of particles. Now check this out. This is, I think, a blood cell. I think it could very well be a blood cell.
Oh
That
my
is
goodness.
not a blood cell.
Ah,
It's like an oyster.
oh
With
dear.
Bubble gum or bird poop all over it.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
It honestly looks like an inner tube.
And the fact that he has this labeled on his computer as blood cell, it just
That
makes
should
me,
scare you.
yeah, he like actually believes this shit, which is,
I'm gonna do a reverse image search on this
Well,
thing.
no, unless maybe one of his viewers sent it to him under that file name. I'm
right.
not saying he's not that stupid. I'm just devil's advocating over here.
Yeah,
It
I've
looks
got a
kind of
feeling
like a
at this
souffle
point.
made from dirt.
Yeah.
Reverse image search.
Would that be devil's advocating? I don't know. It doesn't sound right somehow.
I really
I
think at
don't
this
know.
point that a lot of people are probably sending these images to him, trolling him.
Yeah.
Very well, and it doesn't seem to be a difficult thing to do with him.
No.
Yeah. You know, it makes me want to say there's like this rock in Shelburne Bay, like just outside Shelburne Bay called Rock Dunder or Dunder Rock to the locals. Like apparently during the Revolutionary War, some ships tried to sink it because they thought it was another ship. You know, and I bet if I were to send him a picture of that rock, he'd have things to say about it.
Oh,
I
I'm
found
sure.
it.
What is
Phosphorate.
it?
Morton Clickguard Contemporary Glass. Actually, no, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. I found something interesting. Let's see what the. I actually found the image that was used. I found the image phosphorate. It is a mineral, I think. Let's see what this comes up.
I didn't think it was a loaf of bread.
I'm gonna drop this in the green room chat. If I can drop this in the green room chat, that would be very nice. Copy link. Come on, copy image link. There we go.
Yeah, apparently it's something that was found by a Russian miner. But the only...
Wait, hold on. Someone who works in a mine or someone who's under 18?
Someone that works in a mine.
Yeah.
Phosphorite.
Sorry, I had to sorry.
I'm just wondering, what about the Miner 49er? Were they involved? Okay, I'm assuming from the laugh you get the reference. It's a very, very
Yeah.
vague one, but it's a good one, I feel.
The only references I can find for it, though, are where people think it's either UFOs or prehistoric giants. So I can't really say that those are reliable sources. Oh dear. But anyway,
I have to
It's a
say that
phosphorite concretion.
the side chat tonight has really been on things and just, you know, with the research and finding information really quick,
yeah.
as
Yeah,
well as
that-
giving me information on a side thing here. So, you know, it's like, yeah, it's
That
really
is-
sharp group out there.
That's
Indeed.
really a whale booger.
Can,
It's
yes,
possible.
can anyone translate this mess, please?
I don't know.
You probably found the same one I did. It was in Chinese. I had to translate it to English.
This is in a Czech, I think.
Show me.
Yeah, the only thing your link goes to, Tornado,
Or
is the picture.
Image.
It says it's Wikipedia though.
It's
I'm gonna send this to the.
it's upload.wikimedia.org. It's not Wikipedia.
Sorry,
Oh,
I found it. You have it.
well, it's
Right
weird because
there.
it says Wikimedia/Wikipedia, so
Yeah.
that's where I got confused.
Ooh, hydroxylapatite.
It's phosphorite.
Let's see what this translates into. Mineralogically, phosphorites are made up of several phosphorus minerals such as apatite, fluorapatite, hydroxylapatite, carbonate apatite, francolite, or the amorphous substance cleophane. Cleophane most often comes from organic excrements such as coprolites, which are fossil excrements. Sometimes
Yeah.
it forms alloys
It
and pellets.
essentially it says here it's a lower carboniferous phosphorite concretion from a mine.
Are those funky colors natural, or were people using it for paintball practice?
Oh, it's probably natural.
Huh.
Probably.
'Cause it looks like breakfast cereal.
Yes, lower carboniferous phosphorite concretion, Killian Mine in Marsville.
Yes.
So you see, Roger, you've been debunked in real time.
Again. Fifth time.
Yeah.
That's what, the fifth or sixth time now?
Third time, actually.
Doesn't matter. We've got 16 drink calls on the sky.
Yeah.
Between predictions and
God, I love reverse image search.
It
All
is
right.
handy, isn't it?
Well, let's continue on. I'm sure he's got more lovely information to give us here. I can't see what he thinks. Wait, yeah, I can't wait to see what he thinks is, sperm cells next.
Drink on you, Size Reichling, for
Yeah.
even suggesting that I would give it information.
All right, here we go.
Does he have anything about whales being like tadpoles or something else?
You see all these transition colors? That is exactly what you find in blood. Blood is just saturated with transition metals, and that is why it can carry all the different products around your body and deliver them and pick things up. That.
Yes, squirrel.
what the fuck is he babbling about?
The blood cells have transition metals, and they help carry the products around your body.
Which products exactly? You probably means like oxygen or something?
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, either that or it's like,
What is it?
ham
What,
and
okay, define.
corn.
This guy needs to define transition metal for me because I don't. There's no way. There's nothing in there that makes any sense to me. Mind you, I'm not a doctor, so I may not. So there's a thing I might not know. And honestly, if he's right, I want to know.
I doubt he's
So
correct.
somebody explain this to me.
It is Roger, so we can just assume he is not right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has been right about anything in any of his videos ever.
translation
Not
metals
even
in the blood.
accidentally right?
Oh, hold on, Tornado.
Oh,
You
sorry.
found a thing?
Yes, I found a thing. There are several transition metals in blood: iron, copper, zinc, cadmium, cobalt, chromium, manganese, vanadium, molybdenum, and mercury.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
That's a lot.
Yes,
Yes.
Maintenance of human health and vitality requires the ingestion of trace levels of numerous inorganic elements, among them the transition metals iron, manganese, zinc, cobalt, copper, nickel, molybdenum, vanadium, and chromium.
That's why most of those are in your
Multivitamin.
multivitamins, like the ones I take.
Yes, and myoglobin, hemoglobin, hemorythrin, and hemorythrin and hemocyanin all use the transition metal complex to transport oxygen.
Yep.
Now, you said mercury?
Mercury is actually one of them. Yes.
In
Interesting.
trace amounts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You gotta
because-
make sure to get the right kind though, because you don't want the stuff that's in retrograde.
Right. Because that'll kill you.
Yeah.
Or turn you blue.
I got it, Kate.
Yeah.
I got it too, Kate. I think-
That's not the issue. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Tornado.
there are two. There are
I know.
two
I didn't get the joke. I get it.
Mercury.
Yeah.
One of which is toxic. One of which is toxic to fucking everything, and another which can be broken down easily into its constituent parts.
Right.
The one that can be broken down easily into its constituent parts are the ones they use for vaccines.
Yes.
All right. Well,
but
let's.
yes, well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Let's.
Okay. I have been properly educated. I will cease and desist.
All right. Well, here we go. Continuing.
As that just sounded wrong. I'm the one that's wrong. Thank you very much.
Continuing on.
Is what their job is. All right, I showed you what might be a blood cell. I can't be certain of that, but transition metals in biology. Transition metals are all those colors. Now here's what it says here. There's 3 distinct steps involved in transition metal uptake by your cells. First, a metal must be mobilized from the environment and brought into contact with the cell in a form that it can be absorbed. So they're absorbing these transition metal colors. Second, the metal must be transported across the cell membrane into the cell. Third, the element must be transported to its point of utilization within the cell or other cells within the organism. Now, what are we looking at? We're looking at these kind of this kind of stuff. It's serious stuff. It's ferritin and iron storage proteins. Schematic drawing of the structure, iron-loaded ferritin, showing the almost spherical.
Yes, Tornado.
Yeah, when he said that the cells pick up the transition metal colors, no.
Yeah, I mean
I doubt that.
he's taking something that says about, absorbing the metal as absorbing their color, which it didn't say in what he was reading.
The color of the compound is dependent on various factors. You can get various elemental metals to have different colors, but the fact is that once it's bound to something, it basically loses all of that color. If it's bound to an organic substance, it doesn't matter what color that element is naturally, it won't show up.
Right. Mom NATO, you had your hand up as well?
Yeah, I think what he's doing is he's using like the basis of fireworks. When you use certain elements and metals and stuff in fireworks, that's what changes the colors. So he's assuming that because the colors in fireworks are changed by these minute traces of elements and metals, that it will affect the cells. That would be my thinking.
How do they get fireworks to look like smiley faces in craft now?
I can answer that.
I can too.
It's how they place the charge in the shell that they fire off. And it's because of those metals why if you ever see like a bright blue, like an actual almost like cobalt, that really blue color instead of that purplish blue, it's a very rare firework because that blue is the hardest color to get. So most of the time it turns purplish, purplish blue.
Yes, I believe they use some sort of copper in that particular star.
I
They
think
use
you're right
slightly
on that.
different blends of metals to get different, different
Right.
metal filings to get different colors.
They have
Yes,
to go at
it's
different
because-
velocities, I guess.
Yes, it's because the firework, when the metal is heated, the electrons jump up in energy level, and then when they come back down in energy level, they emit a photon.
Aha.
That's why the fireworks, when you heat them up
Flash.
and burn, they turn a different color.
Right. Well, we had Chris hop in here, so say hello, Chris.
Chris.
I see you, Chris. I don't know if Chris can hear us or not, but hi, Chris. So, with that then, if Chris is busy at the moment, we'll go ahead and move on.
Spherical protein shell inside which the iron hydroxyphosphate core is formed. Now look at this down here. Then it goes down to electron transfer proteins. These are all the different types. Well, not all, but they have a metal center. That's the transition metal. And then they add on certain things to it and they carry them around your body. Look at this. Blue copper proteins. You saw those blue patches all over that thing. And then you've got all kinds of different chemicals. Iron sulfur proteins, that's the yellow ones. And then oxygen transports, and those are the red and black particles. And hemoglobin and myoglobin and all these different things. You see all these different colors. They're not just colors they're thrown in here to make it separate. Enzymes involved in oxidation. This is serious stuff. Metal ions and Lewis acids. You see
Blah
these things?
blah blah. It's all
Remember
wrong.
that giant blood cell? I believe it's a blood cell. It could be. I found other ones
Drink.
that are almost absent.
Yes, Tornado?
Again, it is not a blood cell. It is a concretion.
Yep, pretty much. Here we go.
Lewis blood cells, and they're absolutely huge. Huge, just like that big one. All right, these are the transition metal colors. This is exactly what is in your blood, and they carry around things in aqueous solutions. They form complexes. The metal core attaches to all kinds of different things, drags them around your body, drops them off, picks up garbage, and leaves. Without the transition metals in your body, you die in 5 minutes. All right, here's the key takeaway. Organisms have developed strategies to extract these transition metals from the environment and use the metals in electron transfer reactions within the cells. Electron transfers are, the cell is doing its biology. The reactions of small molecules, Lewis acid catalysts, and a generation of reactive organic radicals. We're talking about enzymes and catalysts. See, enzymes, catalysts, they do all of this. It's chemistry. It is literally a very, very advanced chemistry going on in your cells right this instant.
I'm confused. How
That's
did the
the only
enzymes
thing
come
that's
into
right.
this?
That is the
This
only
man
thing
is
that's
absolutely crazy.
right. No, what he was reading from that article, that's the only thing that he got right in there. But then again, he was only right because he was reading an accurate source. That, again, is not a blood cell. It is a lower carboniferous phosphorite concretion in the Killian mine.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, just because the metals are represented as those colors doesn't mean that that's what color your blood cells are. Nor, do they look anything like this picture? But, the guy's not that bright. Bionic Dance?
Well, not anything about what he's actually saying, but just like, okay, his videos are clearly edited. There are clean cuts.
Right.
But what that means is he has the ability to put some of these images on screen so that they're not washed out by his camera receiving too much light. We could be seeing what he's actually seeing with his eyes if he wanted us to. But instead he wants to point his webcam at his screen, and I'm just sort of sitting here grinding my teeth over it.
Yeah. I don't understand why he doesn't just record what's on his computer versus recording it with a camera.
Like nothing to do with the topic of the video. It's just been
Right.
driving me nuts for several minutes now.
It is just proof that there is someone out there even more technically inept than I am.
And honestly, it's
I should
proof that
introduce you to my mom.
it's also proof that if he wanted to, really wanted to, he could do what we did and reverse image search that to find out exactly what it is.
Right.
Like what? It took me
Tornado.
30
Google
seconds.
image search exists.
Yeah.
Tornado, that would actually require work, and he can't do that.
Yes, but it took me 30 seconds to find the image, figure out where it came
Too
from,
much
and
work.
determine its actual source.
Yeah.
30
he can't.
seconds in
Yeah.
Google, Roger.
Apparently he can do it because
Many
he managed to come up with, the micro...
Okay,
the,
my outstanding.
electron microscope image and that, so apparently
Yeah.
he knows how to use Google to find images.
Yeah.
But you guys are missing one thing, one very, very crucial point.
The part where he's an idiot?
Well,
The part
but that's
where
not what I
he's
was going to.
Really dishonest.
Yeah, he can't do that because then that would actually show how wrong he is, and he can't have his worldview challenged.
Right.
Yeah.
Poor
He's
little
intellectually
thing.
dishonest is what he is.
Yeah.
Oh, very.
Oh
You
dear.
know, say this every
COVID levels are
time,
intellectually
the world
dishonest.
would be so much cooler if all this magical woo was real, but
Yeah.
it's, not.
We also have RJ with the hand up.
Yeah, I'm reminded of the old line that Carl Sagan said about Eric von Däniken, that he thinks that everything that he doesn't understand actually has to do with aliens, and since he understands nothing, he sees aliens absolutely everywhere. This is what this guy does.
Yeah. Well,
You sure about that, RJ?
so the only thing I will give him credit for is not for, updating the video or taking down the video, anything like that. However, somebody did apparently send him the information on the original rock that was carved. And he did pin a message on this video, or pinned a comment on this video about the correction for that one. But that was it. That's all he's corrected, and he didn't, take, take down the video and re-upload it or anything. No, he just leaves it up.
I want the link to this
I
video
mean,
so I
maybe
can
that could
bury
be
him.
considered integrity, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I want the link to this video so I can bury him.
Yeah, the creationists will do that too. There was a recent creationist video that was on a particular topic, and there was a recent development that their own creationist postings admitted blew to smithereens the argument they were making. It was about cosmology. And although they had a link in the video to the correction, they were still linking to the original video as if it hadn't been in need of correction.
Right. Oh dear. Well,
It's dishonesty, plain and simple.
Yeah. Let's finish this one up here. We're almost through.
Yay!
What I was just talking about. You got all your blue colors, your greens, your yellows, your sulfurs, your coppers. This is just
Wait,
100%
what?
This is a
loaded
baby
with transition
blob.
metals. And that's what blood cells are. They're just saturated with transition metals.
So he thinks that's a giant blood cell?
Yep.
Let's actually
Look
lead
like
to a
someone's
question.
splattered it with paintballs.
Is it over?
It is.
Yes.
Why
we
doesn't
get
he
to
think
live?
it's a giant blancmange?
I
What's he got against blancmanges?
don't know.
Send me the link to this so I can bury
Didn't they
him.
try to
I
kill
don't
Monty
still have it up.
Python once?
It's on his YouTube channel, but I don't still have it up.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
into incognito mode.
All right. Well, let's see here. Yeah, that was it was interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was some.
Hey, Chris.
Checking 1, 2, 3.
We hear ya.
We hear ya.
Yeah, I figured you guys heard me. Gosh darn it! One moment.
Poor Chris.
Oh dear. All right. Well, let's
The fact that we were able to discredit in real time everything
Yeah.
he was saying, that's just sad.
I
mean,
think it's
that's
hilarious.
par for the course with him, I feel like,
It
but
is hilarious.
yeah.
It is funny that in less than 2 minutes you can completely take apart anything he claims.
Right.
Well,
There we go.
at least in this case.
All right. Well, I think I was looking at the other videos we have, and they're all a little bit lengthy. They're all like 11 minutes or so. So I think we may wrap it up here for the night, just because it's already 1 o'clock, and I'm
Just when I got my technical
Well,
issues.
it's
Yeah.
Turned into pumpkins.
I might.
But
Yes.
it's only 10 here, so we can keep going to midnight.
Well,
I just want to let people know that if you have more than one pair of Bluetooth earbuds for your phone, things get real.
yeah. I hear you
Yeah,
on
don't
that.
do that.
Oh, I love you.
They don't know. My phone doesn't know which pair I'm using. It
Right.
So it keeps switching between the two, and it's like, oh,
Well,
God,
If we're heading out, then I'm gonna head
Why
out
not
too.
just keep
All
one
right, good
powered
night.
down and let you use
See
it?
ya, everybody. Don't
Bye,
accept any
tornado.
wooden penguins.
But
I'd rather
yeah.
have a win than a live flat earther.
Ha!
Yeah.
I guess I'll stick around until we end it.
Well, take care, kids. Next.
Yes. Well,
I
with
don't
that,
know.
everybody, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna
I
say that
love
I
you,
might make an
Bobby.
early night of it. I'm
Hit the like.
really tired. I think I'm gonna
Trigger.
sleep like a baby. Wake up every 2
Right.
hours to shit myself and cry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Oh dear. Alrighty.
Well, I've never understood that expression. I mean, that's how babies sleep.
Yeah,
They
sometimes.
sleep for 2 hours and they shit themselves and cry.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll sleep through the night, so, you know, it can
I don't
be...
know. Tornado
Also,
was sleeping through the night by the time he was 3 months old.
Okay, surely you're not holding him up as normal.
No, he's very intelligent.
I'm 57 and I haven't slept through the night yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, normal was the wrong word. Typical was the word I should have said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I'll accept your apology. I can't stand people using that N-word in my presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as normal.
No.
Normal is subjective.
actually,
Normal's boring.
There is such a thing. There is such a
Well,
thing
that
called
is
normal.
why I corrected to typical. I
Yes.
knew normal was the wrong word.
There is actually a definition for normal. It is the side of a polygon that is textured.
Yeah.
There's
Well, none of
actually
us are
another definition
polygons,
towards
so-
normal.
Well,
Speak
nobody said
for
I'm talking
yourself.
about 3D. I'm talking about 3D art. I haven't met a normal human being yet, ever.
I mean, Momnado, speak for yourself. I've been told that I am very square, so I'm a polygon, according to that.
Oh,
Well-
okay.
I'm polyamorous and all of my partners left, so is that polygon?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Ow, that's a self burn, man. That was not nice.
I'm sorry to hear that, Purple.
Oh dear.
I have not had a partner since my fiance died 8 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's just been a long time.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yes.
Don't ask me to compare.
Yeah, you've got the prograde and retrograde axis, which basically moves your rocket, which accelerates your rocket. You've got the radial and anti-radial, which push your
How did we get on rockets?
rocket
I
around.
have no
It
clue.
basically pushes your orbital path, pushes your orbital path around on a hoop. Then you have your normal and anti-normal, which incline your plane.
Alrighty. Well, with that, everybody,
We're playing way too much Kerbal Space Program.
we are going
yes.
to
Yes, I have.
dip out of here. So thank you all so much.
Okay, Tornado. Send me a message on Discord on Dixord, describing with a
Dixord?
picture of how many hours you've played of Kerbal Space Program.
I'll be happy to do that in literally just a little bit, just a couple seconds.
Alrighty. Well, anyway, we are going to wrap it
knows
up
what I'm
here.
talking about,
Thank you
that's
all
all.
so much for coming. I appreciate you all in the live chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being awesome
Gotcha.
spanners as well. And yeah, I'm sure, unfortunately, Michael Gallagher, it's another early day for me tomorrow. Stupid work and stuff and things. So
Scroll, check your dick sword.
anyway,
Okay.
we are going to wrap up. So say goodnight, panel.
Good night,
night,
panel.
Good night, everybody.